on the cross as he hung in, shame was forsaken. As they drove the nails in his hands and his feet, as death closed his eyes, his cries went to heaven. Oh, Father, forgive them, I hear him repeat. One morning past daybreak, as the crowd slowly gathered, like a sheep he was humble to his Father's own will. So sad was his face that the birds stopped their singing. They were walking, my Lord, up Calvary's hill. Calvary's hill. In a tomb he was laid, but death could not hurt him. He was God's only Son in this world below. On the cross he fulfilled the plan of salvation. I want to thank Jesus, for he's coming again.
One morning past daybreak,
One morning past daybreak,
as the crowd slowly gathered,
as the crowd slowly gathered,
like a sheep he was humble,
like a sheep he was humble
to his Father's own will.
to his Father's own will.
So sad was his face,
So sad was his face that
birds stopped their singing.
the birds stopped their singing.
They were walking, my Lord,
They were walking, my Lord,
up Calvary's hill.
Up Calvary's hill. Calvary's hill. 'Tis a sad but true story. From the Bible it came, of a chosen disciple, though I mention no name. He planned with the council of high priest that day 30 pieces of silver was the price they would pay. 30 pieces of silver, 30 shekels of shame was the price paid for Jesus. On the cross he was slain, betrayed and forsaken, unloved and unclaimed. In anger they pierced him, but he died not in vain. Far off on the hillside, the multitude came and found our dear Savior. Then they took him away. They smote him and mocked him. Thorns were crowned round his head, and his raiment of purple showed the bloodstains of red. Far off on the mountain, with face begged mercy for what he had done. He gave back the silver for his heart filled with strife, and there in the mountains he took his own life. 30 pieces of silver, 30 shekels of shame was the price paid for Jesus. On the cross he was slain, betrayed and forsaken, unloved and unclaimed. In anger they pierced him, but he died not in vain. Now listen, you drunken driver, while here on earth you dwell, you never know when the time will come you'll have to say farewell to your dear old mother and sister, though they be miles away. So don't be drinking whiskey while driving on your way. I saw an accident one day that would charm the heart of man and teach him not to drink a drop while steering wheel's in his hand. This awful accident occurred on the 20th day of May. It caused two loving children to sleep beneath the clay. These two dear kids walked side by side up on the state highway. Their loving mother, she had died, their daddy had run away. They were talking of their loving parents, how sad their hearts did feel, when around the curve came a speeding car with a drunk man at the wheel. The driver saw these two dear kids, he hooted a drunkard sound. Get out of the road, you little fools, then the car, it brought them down. The bumper struck that little girl, taking her life away, while a little boy in a gore of blood in the ditch line there did lay. The driver staggered from his car to see what he had done. His heart sank within him when he saw his loving son. Such mourning from a drunken man I never saw before. When the little boy in a gore of blood said, "Daddy has come once more," he then picked up his little ones and he carried them to his car. And kneeling on the running board, he prayed a drunkard's prayer, saying, "Please, oh Lord, forgive me for the awful crime I've done." His attention then was called away to the words of his dying son, saying, "Take us to our mother, Dad, who sleeps beneath the ground. It was you and her we were thinking about when the car had brought us down. And please, dear Daddy, don't drink no more while driving on your way, but meet us with our mother, Dad, in heaven some sweet day." I've just been to heaven with someone so true. I dreamed about Mom last night. She read me the Bible like she used to do. I dreamed about Mom last night.
She never closed her eyes in sleep till we were all in bed. Why, on party nights till we'd come home, she often sat and read. We little thought about it then when we were young and gay, how much Mother worried when we children were away. We only knew she never slept when we were out at night, and that she waited just to know that we'd come home all right. Why, sometimes when we'd stay away till 1 or 2 or 3, it seemed to us that Mother heard the turning of the key. For always when we'd step inside, she'd call and we'd reply. But we were all too young back then to understand just why. Until the last one had returned, she always kept a light. For you see, Mother couldn't sleep until she had kissed us all good night. She had to know that we were safe before she went to rest. She seemed to fear the world might harm the one she loved the best. And once she said, when you are grown to women and to men, perhaps I'll sleep the whole night through. I may be different then. And so it seemed that night and day we knew a mother's care, that always when we got back home we'd find her waiting there. Then came the night that we were called together around her bed. The children are all with you now, the kindly doctor said. And in her eyes there gleamed again that old-time tender light that told she had been waiting just to know we'd come home all right. She smiled the old familiar smile and prayed to God to keep us safe from harm throughout the years, and then she went to sleep.
I know that she's happy, 'cause she told me so. I dreamed about Mom last night. There is a lovely story, a legend though it be. It tells how blessed Jesus was pitied by a tree. 'Twas in the days when Jesus this earth did walk upon. The dogwood tree was larger, its wood was firm and strong. How beautiful the story, the legend of a tree that sorrowed for dear Jesus on cruel Calvary. It proves that if we love him, a blessing we'll receive, just as the lovely story of the lowly dogwood tree. At the time of the crucifixion, the dogwood attained the size of the oak and other forest trees. So strong and firm was the wood of it that it was chosen for the timber of the cross. To be used for such a cruel purpose greatly distressed the tree. And Jesus sensed this and smiled upon it, and in his gentle pity for sorrow said to it, because of your regret and pity for my suffering, I make you this promise. Never again shall the dogwood grow enough to be used for a cross. Henceforth it shall be slender and bent and twisted, and its blossoms shall be in the form of a cross, 2 long petals and 2 short petals. And in the center of the outer edge of each petal, there'll be the nail prints, brown with rust and stained with blood. And the center of the flowers will be an image of the crown of thorns. And all who see it will remember that it was upon the dogwood tree I was crucified. And this tree shall not be mutilated or destroyed, but cherished as a reminder of my death upon the cross. 2 petals long, 2 petals short, a symbol of the cross. On each the print of nails and blood, which picture Jesus' loss. In the center of each flower, the crown of thorns can see, and so is told the legend of the lowly dogwood tree.